damn it. Hello. Yes, hello. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to another exciting episode of Two Bar Connection with your host, Jesse. And
James. Oh, whoops, my bad. there was like a little pause there.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Two Bar Connection After Hours edition. Cause yeah, the boys we're tired of the 9 to 5 grind. Well,
Yes.
9 to 5 in your case, 7 to 7 in mine.
No, it's not 9 to 5 to me. It's like 11 to like 9.
Oh, 11 to 9. See? It's too hard to work.
Yeah, man. No, I think I have a little bit of the itis now because I had some arepas and some empanadas.
Oh my god.
So
dude,
that might be.
I'm surprised you didn't just jump into your bed and knock out.
I wanted to. I have the urge right now to just press the pause button, the stop button, and just hop in bed and just sleep.
Well, we can always put that sunny music, and then come back and like.
It's daytime outside. The sun's shining bright.
Oh my god. Hello everybody. Welcome.
Yes, welcome indeed, man. A bit of a light news this for this episode, but I still think there's quite a lot to talk about here. I did not actually prepare my windows. Hold on, I did not prepare my windows, so I had to prepare my windows. And I will tell you exactly what it is as soon as I finish preparing my windows, which I am doing right now.
I can tell you.
Yes, okay. So first we have important people, namely Connie Booth, leaving from Sony after 30 years. And if you don't know who Connie Booth is, then stick around, listen, because she's actually very important towards Sony's legacy. Then we have the story of Hyenas, that game that you didn't hear of. That they didn't want to talk about it. That Sega didn't want to talk about, and it namely costed them $100 million just for them to cancel it just before release. And then we have Bungie and Destiny as a whole just absolutely imploding on itself in the past 2 weeks, as well as Marvel having a little bit of an implosion themselves.
I think a little bit is an understatement.
Yes. But, we also have some stories on Blade as well. The new Blade movie seems to finally be crawling out of development hell and possibly stepping forward finally towards something possibly exciting and possibly something good after so many years of turbulence. But before we get into all that, how are you doing, man? How's your week's been?
It's been good. I've just been working a lot, dude. I've been picking up overtime like crazy. Yeah, sorry about that. I know I made you yawn as well. Forgive me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but dude, I've been picking up overtime. We're short-staffed on night shift. Like to the point that if one person calls out sick, it fucks the whole unit. So yeah. So I've been picking up shifts, making that cash, putting down that credit card bill a little bit.
Yeah, always good to bring down that credit card bill, man. Credit card bills are a motherfucker, huh?
Yeah, dude, it's fucking awful. Especially after I had a lot of like impulse buys while I was on vacation.
Oh, oof. Okay.
Goddamn Oculus, bro.
Yeah. So you got yourself an Oculus now?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember if we covered it the last time.
No, I don't think we did. You told me at the Flanagans.
Oh yeah, but dude, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. Actually, me and Aislinn were playing a game called The Break-In, where you essentially break into people's houses.
Okay.
And you can steal everything. Like you can even steal the people. But we haven't figured out how to do that yet.
Oh, you can steal the people?
Yes, dude. You literally
like you just put them in your inventory.
No. Like you literally like bop them with a hammer and you drag them to your fucking like car.
Oh, so you just kidnap them.
Yes, exactly. Dude, you could steal anything. We actually stole a whole ass hot tub and we put it on our bicycles. Because when you start. You start off as your getaway vehicle, like these bicycles with baskets, and and whatever you put in there is what you steal. So, but you can steal a lot of shit. And we stole a hot tub from someone's front yard. And the last time we played, I tried to steal a camper.
Okay.
Dude, and of course it's an early access, so the physics are jank as fuck. Like I'm talking uber jank. That's hilarious. Well, that's what we've been. That's what I've been playing with Aislinn, and we've been having a lot of fun with that.
It's called the Break-In or Break. Oh, the Break-In or Break-In. 'Cause I see two
Uh,
here.
I think it's the break-in.
Yeah, I see it here. I think I see it here.
Yeah, I think that's on the Steam page. And you don't have to do it in VR. It's like VR supported, not VR only.
Okay. Yeah, I see it here. All in 1 to 4 player co-op VR and non-VR. Okay, so you play like cat burglars, pretty much.
Exactly, dude. And God, so much
Oh,
fun.
so funny. Oh, but I imagine in VR it must be awesome. Like it's just
Dude, in VR it's fucking
the experience is amazing.
Funny. Dude, the VR it's really funny. I'm sad that I wasn't able to like figure out how to stream the other game for you.
Yeah. No, that's it's a complex thing. You really got to jump through some hoops
Yeah, I
to
gotta figure
actually
out how to do it.
yeah, to actually set it up for it. Yeah, I'm looking at the trailer right now. They're just throwing a whole ass TV.
Yes,
through
dude.
outside.
And that's tame. That's tame as fuck.
Yeah, I can only imagine. Like you tell me, like you tried to steal a hot tub, and then you can you can kidnap people. Like,
Yeah.
but I was thinking like when you said, "Oh, you can like you can steal people," I was thinking like Baldur's Gate, like how you can take their bodies. You
Oh
can
my
take someone's
God.
corpse and put in your inventory. Like what? You can do that?
No, dude. Like legit, actually, like grab them and like drag them out into the into your getaway vehicle.
Is there any gameplay benefits for that? Why would you want to do that in the first place?
Well, it turns out they're actually so the more shit you steal, the more payout you get. Like at the end
Uh-huh.
of it. And it turns out people they pay a lot of money,
Okay, well,
and then you use the money to like buy clothes, buy more tools, buy a better getaway vehicle.
oh my god. Okay, so,
Yes,
so you can send people off to Brazil and you get
can
tons of
send
money
them-
for it.
exactly. I could send them to Detroit.
Oh, yeah, you can send them to Detroit and then Brazil.
Yeah, but Detroit and Brazil.
Only those two places.
But yeah, dude, I've just been doing that, and I've been working, and also I've been studying for a certification, and it's funny because even though I finished with school, I feel like I'm busier now, but it's like optional busy. It's not busy that I have to do. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I guess yeah. But it's been good, man. But how about you? How you doing?
So you're on some side quests.
Yeah, literally running side quests right now.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, because I haven't seen you much. Like normally I would see you online like every few times a week, but I don't think I've seen you at all like these past 2 weeks.
No, dude, like literally the only time I've gotten online to play has been for the break-in, and also for that Elite Dangerous, which is like a more serious version of No Man's Sky. Which I still have to try No Man's Sky in VR.
That must be amazing.
What?
I can only imagine flying around in VR.
Dude, man, yeah, I know. Elite
You should
Dangerous-
invest in those flight sticks.
Yes, dude. I would love to, because man, it's just so much fun. Just to sit here, just be like, just like in that fucking the VR episode of South Park where Cartman's like on the chair and he's like, what was that episode called? I think
Grounded
was it-
Vindaloop.
That's it, the Vindaloop.
Grounded
yes.
Vindaloop. Yeah,
You're
that's,
do you hear me? You're in a total recall.
no, that was actually one of my favorite episodes that season.
Dude, it was a phenomenal episode.
Which speaking of South Park, have you seen the Panderverse?
I
haven't seen it either.
I have seen one clip of Eric Cartman dressed as Kathleen Kennedy, and it's hilarious. but I wanna see the actual episode because I hear it was good. But I have to get Paramount Plus, or
I know, right?
I'll-
God, why?
Or I could just wait until find another way to
Mhm.
watch it.
So Jack Sparrow shows up at your house.
Jack Sparrow shows up in my Yo-ho and a bottle of
Yo, and a bottle of South Park right here, buddy.
But yeah, dude. But how about you, man? How's everything with you been?
It's been all right. This last week was my birthday, so
Yes, dude. Yes.
I am now the big 3-0.
Yeah, bro.
I
Happy
am-
30th birthday.
Yes, thank you. I'm the 30-year-old man now. So
How many vertebrae did you crack? In your back?
one for each year.
One for each year. Ooh, is
But I had a pretty good birthday. No, just worked, of course. But I did get to leave a little early, and I went to this Argentine steakhouse called Los Barrieros, and it was really good.
That sounds really good.
It was really really good. I had they unfortunately ran out of churrasco, which like how the fuck do you run out of churrasco in a fucking Argentinian steakhouse? Like that's your thing.
Yeah.
That's your thing. That's like McDonald's running out of patties. Like how do you run out of that?
Bro. Oh.
But they were out of that, so I got a filet mignon, and the filet mignon was absolutely delicious. Like it was practically fall off the bone, tender, juicy. I asked for medium well, and it came out more like medium. Like it looked a lot more like medium. But it was really good still. It had really good bread too. I really enjoyed the bread there.
Oh really?
Yeah, nice, good crunchy bread. And then they had these sausages, and these were the best fucking sausages I ever had in my life.
Yeah, dude, Argentinian
oh my
sausage,
god,
it's the thing, and it's delicious. It's awesome.
They're so good. Winston ordered one. My brother-in-law Winston ordered one, and then he gave me a little bit of it, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is fucking delicious!" Like, and then my cousin host was like, "You want me to get you?" I'm like, "Yeah, please." So he got one, and we split it. Enjoyed that. Enjoyed my filet mignon. Then I had like a crepe with like a dulce de leche inside of it, and it was very good, very very good. So definitely highly recommend that place if you're ever in town. A little pricey, but it's really good, really really good. You should go there at least once.
I mean, hey, when is something not expensive back home?
No, I mean this place is my ribeye was like $40-something. I mean my filet mignon was like $40-something bucks.
Jesus Christ, man. That
yeah,
cow
that's all.
must have been pampered as fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed your birthday. I'm sorry I couldn't be there, man. You know.
Yeah, I know. It's okay. It's all right. I didn't expect you to be there. You're where you are, and I'm where I'm at. So.
Yeah, I know. Still.
Hence why we're recording the way we're recording.
Yeah, for better or for worse.
Yeah, for better or for worse. But besides that, I also bought a new game because I finally finished my backlog, right?
Yeah.
And so now I'm playing Lunacid, which is an indie game. It's an indie first-person dungeon crawler in the same vein as like Kingsfield and Shadow Tower, which are two dungeon crawlers from Software's catalog, like way back in the day. I'm talking like 90s.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
And yes, you did see me. You see me play it, right?
Yeah, I saw you playing it, and
we both had a heart attack and a near-death experience.
Dude, yes, death approaches. I'm like, what?
Yeah, so to get some context, I was exploring through an area called the Accursed Tombs. And there's this, if you make it to the end of the dungeon, there's like a gated off area. And if you hit the gate with a light weapon, you go through like a really deep, dark tunnel. And the music just stops like as you're going through. And it's just pitch black as you're going through this tunnel. And then you enter inside a big room, right? And then this big demon comes out of the ground. That big statue-looking demon that chases you around. You saw that?
Dude, yes. Oh.
And it just chases you around the room, and you're running on scared for your life, right? But that's not even the worst part. So you beat the demon, and then you go through a maze, and then at the end of the maze, you end up like in a necropolis or something like that. You go through, you rummage around through the coffins and stuff, take all their shit, and then all of a sudden the words across the screen go, "Death approaches," and you're like, "Wait, what? What the fuck?" And then you turn around the corner, and the fucking Grim Reaper is right there, just floating ominously towards you. And if you try to attack him, he will curse you, which means you cannot attack at all. So you are running away, helpless, from this enemy that will ostensibly probably one-shot you if you get too close to him. And so James saw me run my ass through this entire maze, like all in one go.
Bro, and after oh my god, after getting lost the entire time I'm watching you, in one stroke, you literally rolled one nat 20 after another nat 20 after another nat 20 with every corner you took, and you made it out.
And I made it out right with him on my ass, because I usually saw I was out the door,
yes.
And he was right there. I hit it out the exit, and he was like right on my ass. Because the thing is, he goes through walls, and the longer you're in the dungeon, the faster he gets.
Oh,
So he's still, even if you're going through very quickly, he's still going to catch up to you eventually because he's going to keep going faster and faster until eventually he reaches you. And so that was probably the scariest experience I've ever had in the game in a very long time. So.
dude, oh my god, it was scary. I was scared for you. And dude, you had to run far. Like you had to go back for him to stop chasing you.
Yes, I went all the way back to the entrance because I thought like once you get past the gated area, like it's fine. But no, he keeps chasing you.
No, dude, that music was still playing.
I'm like, why is the boss music still playing? What's happening? Oh no, I have to keep going. So I just kept running. Although now in hindsight, I realized that I could use the crystal shard because you get these things called crystal shards that take you back to the hub. Mm-hmm. And so I could have just used that to just run away safely. But I was in such a panic mode that I didn't think about that at all. So I just started running. When I could have just teleported back to safety.
Yeah.
But outside of that,
that was more fun though.
Yeah, that was more fun. That's very memorable.
Oh
my little panic run.
Yeah.
That was very, very fun. But the game overall is it's very fun. The exploration is really cool. I enjoy level design. I enjoy the atmosphere. The art style is really cool. It's got like this PS2-ish kind of look to it.
Yep.
Well, not PS. It's more like an HD PS1. It's like you got a PS1 game and like you HD remastered it to like 2K.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what it looks like. But the game also has like a lot of callbacks like to not only like Kingsfield stuff, but also to Souls games. Like I'm at the end of the game right now, and there's like a prison area. The prison area is like so similar to the prison area in Demon's Souls. It's not even funny. Like it has like the same like layout, and it has like these enemies that walk around with lanterns. Except in Demon's Souls, they're mind flayers that have lanterns, and if they paralyze you, they eat your brains and like pretty much one shot you. But these guys, they're very similar. They're not mind flayers, but like they have a lantern that they light up and they causes bleed damage on you. And they chase you around, and they're kind of hard to kill. Mm-hmm. But there's that, and then there's also like an NPC that's like straight up like something you'd find out of a Dark Souls game that like you kind of follow him around in different areas and have different things for you to do. And he'll be like, "Oh, I'm here in the vampire castle to kill the vampire lord, but I don't know how to get in." So then you find a way to get in, and you meet him inside. It's like, "Oh shit, this vampire lord's got hands, bro. Can you go fight him for me?" And then you go fight him, and then he's like, "All right, buddy, thanks. I'm gonna go see you in the prison." And then you meet him in the prison, and from then I don't know what happened. I haven't seen him again.
Okay. Oh, interesting. But you having a good time with it?
Yeah. I had a good time with it, but I also made the mistake of playing Overwatch again, and it was not good.
Yeah.
Well, I played the dude tank. I played the dude tank, and he's fun, but he also fucking sucks. He's like he's called Mauga, I think that's how you say it.
Yeah.
He's tied to Baptiste, who's another hero from in the game. They both have a past history with each other because they're both used to work for Talent, which is a terrorist organization in the Overwatch world. And while Baptiste is a support, Mauga is a tank. He's like the heavy gunners. You remember the heavy gunners from the Archives events?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like that. So he has two chain guns, and one of them lights him on fire, and the other one does critical damage to enemies that are on fire. So the idea is that you're supposed to shoot him with one, light him on fire, and then shoot him with the other one. And then when you get within range, like you get super close to them, you pull both at the same time, you just shred them. The problem is, everything counters him. Everything counters him. Ana sleeps him for free, nades him for free, Bastion just absolutely melts him, Sigma just blocks all of his shots, D.Va just defense matrix all of his shit, Zarya just bubbles and just eats all his damage and then melts him.
Oh my god.
Junkrat just shoots him for free, and his Mauga's cooldowns just suck. Like he has one that's supposed to give him a lifesteal,
Yeah.
but it's so low that it doesn't even it doesn't even matter. You just get fucking shredded because the game, the damage levels in the game are just so fucking insane. Because Blizzard can't balance to save their fucking lives.
I don't think they can do anything.
I don't know. But well, hold on. You say that though. I mean, I'm talking specifically at the balance team, but they did reveal the new rank system for going forward for season 9, I think. So next year, starting next year, there is going to be. Hold on. There is going to be a new update to how the rank system works. So they're no longer going to have that stupid, win 5 times to get an update nonsense. It's just going to update your rank every single time.
As you play.
As you play. So after every match, it's gonna rank it up. It's also going to give you information about why it is you're going up and why it is you're going down. So it's going to tell you stuff like, oh, you're on a win streak, so you're going to get bonuses, right? Or you were playing an unfavorable match against players higher ranked than you, and you won, so now you're going to get more bonuses.
Wow. What the fuck?
So it's going to be much more transparent. It's going to be a lot less demoralizing when you go on like those fucking 5 and 6 runs. Like yesterday, dude, it was God, it was so bad. Like not yesterday, the day before yesterday. Dude, my God, I would go on like 3 loss streaks, win 1. 3 loss streaks, win 1. And my wins were like by a landslide. They weren't even fun. It was like, oh, I won and my team just demolished the other team.
Like you were just walking.
Yeah, I was just walking pretty much. The very first match I played, I had 3 leavers on the enemy team. Yeah, like at first there was one guy left. After the time passes, I guess the other ones were just like, well, fuck it. I'm not going to sit around and wait. So it was just 2 guys. And so we just won like instantly. And then the 3 matches after that, I got stomped because, of course, if you win too hard, Blizzard goes, all right, buddy, fuck you. You get all this dead weight now. Get all these dipshit DPS that can't get kills or these supports that don't heal you. Which, by the way, I had an Ana on Rialto that wouldn't fucking heal me at all. I watched the replay, and you know what she was doing on first point?
What?
She was hiding behind the crate. She'd walk out, shoot 2 shots at a soldier, miss both shots, walk back in cover, reload. Come back out, shoot 2 shots at a Hanzo, miss both shots, go back in, reload.
My Lord, dude.
Meanwhile, my Mercy is trying her ass off to keep me alive, and I'm getting fucking melted by damage boosted soldier and a Hanzo just doing his fucking storm arrow bullshit, and a Ramattra just running at me for free while my DPS are getting destroyed and just can't do anything. And this Ana is just, oh, gotta reload. Oh, look at that, took some poke damage. Oh, better go run back to spawn so I can heal up. Okay, let me come back out. And we all just like, please fucking heal me. I had to switch to Hog. And I still dying like crazy.
It really sounds like you need a support that can actually support you.
Yes, I know. And then
Fine.
Supports are a pain in the ass, right? No, but I'm gonna tell you right now, supports are a pain in the ass, bro. They are taking over the game, and Blizzard was like, oh, "Okay, guys, don't worry, we're gonna nerf their power levels." See, we did it. We nerfed their power levels, right? You know what they did to Kiriko, to her bullshit Suzu?
What?
They increased the cooldown from 14 to 15. 1 second, right? Oh my God, such a big nerf to an ability that fucking cleanses you, makes you invulnerable, and heals you for a lot.
Wait, Suzu heals now?
It's always healed.
It did?
It's always healed, yes.
No, it didn't. I didn't remember that.
It used to heal 50. Then they changed it so that if you're healing an uncleansed target, it's 40, and if you heal a cleansed target, it's 70.
I did not even know that shit healed. Wow.
Yeah, it does. Not by much, but if you combine it with the invulnerability, it counts for a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you're not taking any damage, so it's a free 50. It's a free uncontested 50 health. And so you can't kill supports, because supports can all just peel for themselves. I spent the entire match chasing a Kiriko, right? And she just goes, whoop, okay, I'm not behind my teammate. Oh, you're still chasing me. Doom. All right, now my teammate and I are invulnerable. Oh, look, now you're fucking dead. Then Moira just teleporting around and throwing orb every 8 seconds, I think it is. Yes. Healing for a bajillion health. And then Mercy Mercy doesn't piss me off that much. Mostly it's just Rez. I just fucking hate Rez.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my experience playing Overwatch. But at least the rank system will make sense now. But
fine.
The balance team is gonna let us down.
I'll play with you. I will play with you.
The balance team is gonna let us down.
I will be
as
your
always.
support.
Yes, I know.
No, I know. We knew that already.
Yeah, the balance team's gonna let us down. It doesn't matter like how good everything else is gonna be, right? The art team's always gonna be great. We know that already.
Oh,
the art team's gonna be great. The hero designers always gonna be great. The people who make the models and stuff and the animations, always top notch. But the balance team, it's just gonna.
I have to.
Oh my god, that balance team.
I have to send you a meme.
Oh god.
But
okay.
Later.
Okay.
Later.
All right. Well, now that I'm done molding over Overwatch, because I know my bitch ass is gonna go back and play it again, probably sometime this week.
I'll play it with you.
Oh, really? You'll suffer with me?
I play games to play with my friends. You know, I play. Yes, dude. Like, listen, games are great, but if I can, like, for example, I'm playing the new RoboCop game right now. Great game, awesome game. You know what would make the game better? Co-op cop with you.
Co-op cop.
Blasting heads.
Robo co-op.
Robo co-op, exactly, and shooting dicks off, because he was literally the first guy to do it, to shoot enemies in the dick.
Yeah, that actually would be kind of cool if you could do little co-op with even if you play as like even if you play as one person plays as his partner, that'd be okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's Lewis.
Yeah, the lady cop.
Yeah. Lewis.
Yeah, Lois. Yeah. Which, by the way, for some reason, the part that I remember of her is when she's fucking looking down at the dude's dick.
Yeah.
What the fuck, lady? You're on the job. What are you doing? I'd understand it more, like if a guy was like, if it was like a guy and like a female criminal, she's like, ooh, you don't arrest, right? Because we're hopeless, right? But a woman, come on, aren't you supposed to be the more controlled sex? the more dignified, but no, you get the black mamba out. She's like, woo, and she gets fucking disarmed immediately. Oh, worst cop, worst female cop
ever.
Splash some dick in her face. Oh. All right. So, man, you ready to talk about some stories?
Yeah, sure thing. Let's do it.
All right. So, first we have some sad news because, well, they're sad and you don't even know they're sad because Connie Booth has left Sony after 30 plus years working there, which, by the way, 30 years in the game industry, like in any position, that's fucking insane.
She's an OG.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So she's an OG, and if you don't know her, it's because she's generally a pretty private woman. But you should know her because she is I believe the vice. Damn, what was it called? It was like vice.
I think it was vice president of internal production or something like that.
Internal productions. Pretty much, she's the lady who greenlights all the projects, and pretty much gives them money.
Yeah,
and she greenlit and produced a lot of good shit. Stuff that is part of your childhood, like Spyro and the Jak and Daxter games and Twisted Metal. All those cool games that you remember from the PS1 and PS2 days. Yeah, she's partly responsible for that.
Yes.
So it's kind of sad to see her go, and she is currently being replaced by someone from Guerrilla Software named Angie Smets. Which, by the way, it seems like Guerrilla Software is really kind of becoming the Sony studio because Jim Ryan, I think, also used to work for Guerrilla as well. Right, and he was CEO. He is the soon-to-be former CEO of Sony.
Yes.
But I did think he used to work for Guerrilla. So now we have a new Guerrilla person working in, and so hope the best of luck to her. But as for Connie herself, there's actually been like some crazy rumor going around, namely by David Jaffe, the creator of Twisted Metal and one of the lead designers for God of War.
Yeah,
was like, no, you know what? I heard that she got fired, right? But I mean, David Jaffe's been known to say crazy shit like all the time. This is the man who said that crunch was okay and to be expected, and that everyone who complained about crunch was pretty much a baby.
Wow. I would love to know. I would love to know his poison, cocaine or meth.
Yeah. I don't
'Cause
know.
damn,
The guy's,
bro. That's fucking crazy.
yeah, that guy is crazy. But as of right now, there's been no reports as to why she's leaving. We don't know if it's because she is leaving, or if she did get fired, or what have you. All we know is that she will be gone, and it's kind of sad to see an OG go, because very too many OGs left in anywhere really. Like, it feels like all of our OGs are leaving.
Yeah, dude, they're tired.
Yeah, they're all. I mean, 30 years, damn, dude. Because it feels like if she was like working there like in her 20s or whatever, she'd be like 50 something now, 60 something almost.
Mm-hmm.
So close to retirement age.
Yeah, maybe she is retiring. I mean, unless she got a job somewhere else, but I don't think it said that in the article.
No, and it's been quiet ever since. This is a story from October 27th.
Yeah.
And it's been what, like a week and a half now. So. Oh, those arepas. Well, one arepa. It was a big ass arepa. I got one. Not those little ones. I got a big ass one, and then I got an empanada. But I digress. Also interestingly, she was actually Connie Booth was actually inducted in the Academy of Interactive Arts and Science Hall of Fame in 2020.
Yeah.
And she also had a bit of a reputation for being really sticking up for game developers and, like, you know, giving them all the time they need and helping them out when they really need stuff. So all around, she seemed like she was a really cool woman, even though most of us here probably have never heard of her up until this point. But I'm glad now that I do, because it seems like she did a lot of good.
It's pretty cool. I mean, it's not cool that she left, but you know.
I just hope that the new blood, whatever she does, she does right. she does Sony right, does the fans right, does the games right. She just does the right.
Indeed.
So that was just a quick little story about the legacy, right? But let's we can move on to our next story here, which is actually what we've wanted to talk about for a while now, because
it's
this is like a month-old story, but you know what? It's actually developed since this was first introduced. So I'm actually kind of glad we held off on it, because there's been some additional details that have been going on, and that is Hyenas, that Sega looter shooter game that you didn't know about. That got canceled before release. Reportedly cost Sega a whopping $100 million to produce.
That's insane.
And there's actually a lot of interesting details about the story itself. But to give further context to this, a lot of these details come from a YouTube channel by the name of Volowund.
Yeah.
And Volowund, in particular, he's a YouTuber dedicated to creative assembly titles, namely the Total War games. And he's been known to be very connected to the creative assembly and Total War community. And so he has a lot of insider information. And he released 2 videos about the situation going on with Hyenas. The first one is called Hyenas Inside Story of Creative Assembly's $100 million Failure, which is the first video that he released. This was back in... When was this video come out?
A month ago.
Yeah, October 3rd. So, been a while since then. However, he then released a second one called Sega Attempting to Sell Hyenas to Tencent. And that came out about 4 days ago.
Yep.
November 2nd.
Literally
so,
sorry, go ahead.
So, obviously, there's been a lot of development since then.
Yeah.
But as for the general story of Hyenas, so I took some notes on it based on the video on it. And, well, apparently, first off, Hyenas started development after Halo Wars 2, and it was being developed by the console division and Creative Assembly. However, after Halo Wars 2 finished, Volowund's source says that anywhere between 30 to 50% of the console staff left after Halo Wars 2, so they had to hire a bunch of new people.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you have new people, obviously you have to train them, bring them up to speed and everything. And you lose a lot of experience, so these people aren't going to be able to work as fast and as efficiently as a veteran would. And then on top of that, there wasn't really a direction on where to take the game itself. Apparently, it actually started off as like a Payday style kind of game, which would have been pretty cool.
Yeah, honestly, it kind of would have, and that actually fits with the. Well, I mean, we'll get to it later, but it fits with one of the themes that they were kind of throwing around later in the article.
Yeah, because if you see Hyenas, if you saw like the trailers and stuff, it was kind of like this. It was like a sci-fi based like heist game.
Yeah.
Where you play as like these kooky characters in like some sci-fi settings. You steal stuff in these zero gravity environments, but it started off as like a Payday style game until eventually it changed it into a battle royale / extraction game, kind of like Escape from Tarkov, where you try to get as much stuff as you can, then escape without dying. But that change in direction, that constant changing in direction, apparently caused a lot of strife within development, which is why it took such a long time. Part of the reason why it took such a long time to make, because this game was in development for about 7 years, I think, or it was like 6 or 7 years.
Yeah.
Which even by modern game standards, that is a long time.
That is
because the average development cycle for a game nowadays is like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
So when you're taking 7, something's going wrong, right? And then they also had an engine update where they switched over to Unreal 5 because they were originally using the Alien Isolation engine. But it had a lot of limitations that they couldn't really get over. So they decided to move over to the Unreal Engine, and that caused things to get blown back a lot. And so with that, then they had what was called creep. They had a lot of feature creep, which is like when your game has like a lot of features that just keep getting added over and over and over again.
Yeah. And then
until eventually your game becomes like a bloated mess where it's like none of your mechanics are meshing together because there's so many, and they're not designed with each other in mind. So like they're just kind of there to be there. They don't really add anything to the game, or if they do add something to the game, it's poorly implemented.
Yeah.
So you have engine problems. You have all these new people, and then you have the executives, right? Of course, the executives, right? You can't have the story about development hell without executives somehow fucking things up for everybody. Right? So the executives were like, no, this has to be a live service game, right? We have to have like all these features in this game. No, we can't have the game be too serious. It has to be like, kind of fun and quirky, right? Because everyone's doing that nowadays because everyone loves Marvel and Fortnite and all that shit. So it's got to be kind of fun because the game started off originally as a little more serious until eventually they were like, no, we have to make it more fun, right? And so that constant change in direction in art and in gameplay mechanics, once again, setting everything back. And really, Sega just got kind of fed up. It feels like at that point they're just like, all right, we need our money back, and this ain't going fucking nowhere. Yeah. In fact, even at one point, representatives from Sega of Japan actually showed up at Creative Assembly offices, which is something that reportedly never happened, according to the video. It's like it's never happened in the history of Creative Assembly. Like they've never had people from Japan come in and be like, all right, what the hell's going on? Like, where's this game? So, if that happens, you fucked up.
Absolutely.
So, any thoughts so far? Because, I have more details, man, but I feel like I'm just droning on here.
No. Keep going, dude. You're on a roll.
Well, I'm really giving, like, the TLDR to the TLDR, but the final thing is that I think, like, the biggest thing to take away from this is that the devs knew from the very beginning that this game was going to fail. Like, they were like, okay, like, they're like, I guess I have to work on it because it's my job, but now, I'm going to work on this game. And then, of course, at the end of this all, what happens? How are they rewarded for all their hard work? Layoffs. Right? Because they're shortly after the Hyenas was canceled, many Creative Assembly staff were laid off because, of course, right? Did the executives get pay cuts, or were they ever reprimanded anyway?
No,
Probably not. Not that I heard of.
no, and they would never will, because it's always the workers that get screwed.
Exactly. Right. And actually, there's actually one specific quote from the video. Well, I'm not going to read the quote itself, but I'm going to paraphrase it here because I took a note of it. So there was one comment from an anonymous dev in the Vola 1 video. In the second video, the Sega attempting to sell Hyenas to Tencent, which, by the way, was something Sega was trying to do. They were like, "Hey, Tencent, you want to buy this from us, please? We're kind of losing money here.
You gotta go get it for a bargain."
Whether or not Tencent have taken up their offer, we don't know.
Yeah.
Then there haven't been any details on it yet, so they might have said no, or maybe they're still negotiating things. But going back to the comment, one of the devs said that he lost his job at Creative Assembly because of Hyenas' failure, even though he didn't work on Hyenas. Like, this is a guy who worked on something completely different, and they were like, yeah, because this game failed, kind of have to let you go, buddy. And so he got let go. And on top of all that, apparently many people were pushing for the CPO, the Chief Product Officer. I think that's what that's for, which is pretty much the guy that like curates like all the content that like a studio releases. And he's kind of like what Connie Booth did. Like he like greenlights. All the projects.
All the products.
Apparently, this guy was really pushing for this game to come out because it's live service. Now he's gonna make big bucks and big money and stuff. And well, yeah, of course, did he listen to them? No. Is he still working there? Of course.
Of course he is, because
he still have a job. Yeah. Even though he ignored everybody and lost $100 million for Sega, he still gets to keep his job. And a lot of those, of course, a lot of people who were made redundant are absolutely pissed. And when I heard that, I'm like, Jesus Christ! Like, even I got mad for them because it's like, you tell your boss, "Hey, this isn't gonna work. Please, let's just cancel this, cut our losses, so we don't all get fucked in the end." And your boss goes, no, it'll be cool, guys. No, it's not like it's my job that'll get fucked, right? Like, I'm gonna be fine. Just make the game. Don't worry, we're gonna make $1 bajillion. Oh, what's that? The game didn't work? The game didn't. It was canceled. All right, sorry guys.
Well, peace. Get out of here. Oh, by the way, can you just vote to raise my bonus for the end of the quarter on your way out?
Oh, hi, Board of Investors. Is that my stock bonus? Thank you. On top of my 6-digit salary? Or 7-digit in some cases?
That's upsetting. Oh my god, that's really upsetting.
Yeah.
And it seems like they're trying to do a lot more of that live service crap, even though, dude, like, it's just become tacky at this point, and it's clear that it's not making a lot of money. At least to me.
No.
I mean, I could be wrong, because I mean, going back to the Connie story, fucking, they're trying to do a lot more like live service games. In that article, they said that they plan to release 12 of them, and it's like, you guys not see what happened with fucking Square and their Avengers live service game? And also the problems with Naughty Dog's multiplayer game? Like, come on, dude. Like, what are we doing here? But
yeah, and I've heard that Sony's been trying to walk back on that a little bit.
They have.
Now that Jim's gone, they plan on going back on it a little bit.
Okay, well that's good.
But I don't remember where I got that from, so just take that with a grain of salt. I remember hearing from somewhere, but I don't remember where, and I don't know how legit it is. But it's just something I heard. But hopefully that's something they do, because that would be the smart thing.
Yeah, but they never do the smart thing. They do the profitable thing.
Yeah.
But
they'll always do the profitable thing.
Yeah, but there was development hell with this, like, to put it mildly, it was development hell. And it kind of sucked, really. I think what killed them was that there was no direction. Like, they did not know what to make of this game. And even some of the ideas, like, oh yeah, Netflix and all that shit doesn't exist, so now physical media has become valuable again. And I'm like, that's actually pretty funny. I could, but you'd have to have the right.
Yeah, right. Like, you go around stealing like VHSs and
yeah, bro,
and toll phones.
Yes, dude.
It'd be really funny.
That would be good. So it kind of sucks that they couldn't do anything with that. Um, and I thought that was interesting that they were thinking about making something like Tarkov, and then they ended up realizing like, well, the market's saturated. I don't think we can break out because our game is just not memorable, flashy enough. It doesn't stand out because there's a lot of games that are like the one we're trying to make.
Yeah, there's already a ton of extraction shooters now, and there's already a lot of hero shooter games. Like you have your Apex, your
Yeah.
Rainbow Six,
You have your Overwatch.
your
As
Overwatch.
fucked as it is, it's still.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, as much of a vice grip it has my balls. There's Overwatch.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. You have a lot of these hero-based, like there's these character-centered shooting games, and you have a lot of extraction shooters, like Escape from Tarkov and Hunt Showdown has been on the rise. I've been seeing a lot of people playing Hunt Showdown. So, and then Marathon is also supposed to come out pretty soon. Although there's gonna be some details on that later on. Yeah, there's gonna be some details on that.
Sorry, that made me laugh. That made me. Forgive me, but but yeah, dude, so there's the market they were trying to break out into is already saturated. So they really like you said, they knew from the start that this shit was screwed. So, and they tried to, and like you said, they tried to tell the guy, but no, the spreadsheet says that we can do it, so we're gonna do it. Oh no, it didn't happen. Oh well, spreadsheet says I'll still make plenty of money, so it's okay. It all worked out in the end. Bitch.
Spreadsheet also says, "You're fucking fired. Get fucked."
Get absolutely shat on.
Yeah, exactly. I really would like the Payday direction though. I feel like that's where they should have gone, man. Because I know there's Payday, but like we don't have Payday in space, right? I think Payday in space could have been kind of cool with like 0G sequences, and like you're trying to break into like space stations and stuff. That would be pretty cool.
Yes, dude, that'd be fucking awesome. But no, that's too cool, so they're not gonna do it.
Yeah, they weren't gonna do that. You know what would be cool? Like maybe like a spaceship getaway.
Yes, dude. Oh
Like that would have been sick. Like you finish the level and then you have to like drive away with like the spaceship and then you get chased by like the cops.
Oh my god, yes, bro. And
Maybe one person could be like a gunner and then one person could be like the pilot.
And then another one engineer type shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, right.
yes.
That would have been sick.
Yeah, man, you gotta like prep the ship for takeoff and everything. God
See,
damn
that would
it!
have been cool.
Fuck you, people. Fuck you, CA. Not cool. Now I'm excited for a game I'll never get to play.
Well, that's assuming they would have even done that in the first place, but
Yeah.
we'll never know now at this point.
Yeah, dude. Oh well. Well, you know what we do know.
What do we know? What do we know, buddy? What do we know?
We know that you either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
For our live service.
Oh, Bungie, literally oh my god, like Blizzard, and all you have to do is say that name and you already know you were getting something good. And now,
Yep.
like
Once
Blizzard,
upon a time.
yes, dude, and now like Blizzard,
Yeah.
They
Sadly,
done-
which is the story of many
they are-
Western studios.
they are done fucking up. They have fucked up. They have joined the fuck up club. Well, they've been members for a while though, haven't they? They've been having issues.
Yeah, they've been kind of low-key members of the fuck up club.
Yes, but now
Now they got that VIP membership card.
Yeah, dude.
They got that plastic with the stamp on it.
Dude,
Welcome to the fuck up club, buddy.
welcome. Destiny 2 players stunned that Bungie has laid off Michael Salvatore. Now let me just tell you this, dude. We don't know the names of composers unless it's like Hans Zimmer or like Danny Elfman. Like you rarely hear the name or John Williams for fucking Star Wars and everything. You
Indiana
don't really,
Jones too.
Dude, what? Which one?
Indiana Jones also.
Yes, exactly, and Indiana Jones,
And I think the Superman theme.
yeah, exactly. The Superman theme was all John Williams. So to actually know a composer by name is huge. This guy, dude, composed the Halo music, and you
Yep.
fired him. Oh, sorry, you laid him off. Oh my God. Oh, I mean that's like one of their many sins, but that one pretty
It's like
telling.
Marty O'Donnell over again
Dude, yes.
when they fucked him over.
Oh my God, Marty O'Donnell. Sorry.
Marty O'Donnell. I am Marty O'Donnell. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. I see you some music, little boy. Yes.
Oh God, but yeah, man, they laid off Marty O'Donnell, and it's like how bad are things that you had to lay off that dude?
Well, apparently very bad because many of these layoffs have been due to Destiny not doing too hot as of late. Destiny 2 not doing too hot. Apparently, the profit projections were off by 45%. Just a small casual 45%. And so, as a result, many people unfortunately lost their jobs at Bungie. Approximately 8%, or just a little over 100 people. And so, once again, because of decisions of higher ups, which many people now have to pay for their jobs. Apparently, this is mostly for the support staff, like your customer service people and stuff. But still, like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, dude. And how are you off by 50%? Oh, I'm just gonna round it up to 50. That's fucking half. Like,
yeah. So apparently, a lot of it has to do with the fact that the Destiny Lightfall expansion was seen as a big disappointment.
yes.
Many
I was gonna
people,
say mediocre, but I was gonna say mediocre. But
no. People have been saying it's kind of sucks, especially on the narrative front, where this is supposed to be the penultimate chapter to the 10-year saga of Destiny, where the Guardians, which is the characters you play as, are supposed to be facing off against the Witness, which, by the way, Destiny really loves giving proper nouns to their stuff. Like, I don't get it, man. The Witness, the Darkness, the Light, the Guardians.
The Flood.
This is like baby's first fantasy writing. Okay, but anyways, it was seen as largely as a very disappointing narrative because it was a very big tonal shift from what they feel it should be, and also apparently the final expansion of this saga, called the Final Shape, was internally delayed. Or no, I'm sorry, it wasn't internally delayed. It was because it had a confirmed release date. It was officially delayed to next year because it had good but not great feedback, is what it says.
Mm-hmm.
And so Bungie's kind of seeing this as a chance to bounce back, hopefully with the community, even though for years, between sunsetting the content that people paid for and the aggressive microtransactions that they've been implementing over and over again, that the developers have been begging the executives to not include, by the way, has really bit them in the ass overall.
Executives at Bungie?
Bungie, yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
This has nothing to do with Sony.
Okay,
this
is all Bungie.
Yeah,
okay,
all this stuff was happening well before the acquisition. Actually, there's actually a lot of interesting details on this. So, in a Forbes article by Paul Tassi, who, by the way, is a great journalist, games journalist who works for Forbes. He also has a YouTube channel, I believe, as well. I think I've seen like a video or two of his. He's really good. In this article, new revelations about Destiny 2's decline, budget layoffs, and final shape as make or break.
Yep.
For Sony specifically, apparently, so Sony gave Bungie pretty much bailout money when they first bought them out, so they can retain their staff.
Oh my god!
It's pretty much a bailout. But apparently they burned through that money already. So the layoffs were inevitable anyways, because a lot of people were like, "Well, why don't you just use the Sony money?" Apparently they burned through it.
Anyways, they did use it. That's why they're here.
On what? God knows what, but
hookers and blow.
Yeah, probably hookers and blow, bro. But apparently, they burned through all that, and now, with Lightfall not doing too hot, and people getting increasingly more and more pissed and disavowing Destiny.
Yes.
Yeah. So there's more interesting details here. So, also they have like a new building that Bungie is making. But apparently that has nothing to do with. They did that wouldn't have saved jobs according to the article. Okay, I'll take his word for it. Yeah, the $1.2 billion in employee retention from Sony was spent long ago, often on buying out employee shares, which then went to Sony. There's nothing left in that pot to avoid layoffs, which wasn't what it was meant for this late in the transition. Yeah, so... so pretty much they blew the money on bullshit to pretty much take shares away from employees and just give it to Sony. So... cool. Sony gave money, and Bungie just went, "Here you go," and give it back to you. Oh, and also with the speaking of the shares, what's also very infuriating is that apparently many of these employees had stock in Bungie.
Yeah.
But apparently in their contracts, if they are fired for any reason, they automatically forfeit it.
That's
before a certain
bullshit.
point. So, many of these people who now lost their jobs have now also gotten screwed out of a pension. So, yeah. Now, we also have here, employees are extremely angry with leadership now and communicated that publicly in meetings. Bets were made that did not pay off, but those who made them remain in the company. A fact lost on no one. Yeah, of course, because
Yeah.
why would the people who make bad decisions lose their jobs or face any repercussions?
That's literally. Oh my god. Yeah. No, nothing. No, I got nothing. I don't want. I don't want to get into.
Just rage and seethe.
I just need. Yes, bro. I just need to breathe. Continue. Sorry.
Okay, and then as for the final shape itself, apparently the delay was known for months. It was originally planned to be around the 30th anniversary of Bungie. Supposed to release around that time, but they're gonna now move it back a little bit, and then there's gonna be like a seasonal gap in between. They want the final shape to be not just good as the Forsaken or Taken King, but better. Which, for those of you who don't know, Forsaken and the Taken King were considered the best expansions for Destiny 1, and were the ones that pretty much saved the game in many people's eyes. So they want it to be even better, which is a very tall order.
Yes.
And they think it needs to be the best, which, again, that's a very tall order. The final ship campaign and features are reportedly quite solid, even in its current state, ahead of its future work. But they want to go even further. There's some concern about crunch to make that happen, even with a delay. So, okay.
More crunch.
Those you Bungie employees that are there, have fun.
It's your bad, dude.
I hope you brought your pillow so you can sleep under your desk. Just call your wife, like, "Hey, honey, I'm not gonna be home for the next 2 weeks."
That's so awful, dude.
And then as for Destiny itself, they've been working on some long requested features like LFG, which is a group finder. Apparently it's been tremendously difficult. Okay, I'll take their word for it. There have been many meetings about microtransactions, where many devs wanted to reduce them, but they were always given the reply they are necessary given how expensive Destiny is to operate. And complaints about the new ones don't always affect reality. Event cards may seem lame, but I don't know what the heck event cards are. Event cards may seem lame, but they sell well, for instance. Or you'd be surprised how many people are still buying the old expansions that we always say should be free by now. And then... now, that's for Destiny. Now, as for Marathon... Marathon is the newest Bungie game, which is actually based on an old Bungie title.
Yes.
Because before Halo... Bungie created the Marathon games, which were exclusive to, I forgot what computers. It was they were Apple computers.
It was Macs, right? The iMacs.
Yeah. No. I don't know about iMacs. I don't know what they were called at the time, but they were exclusive to Apple computers at the time. And they're actually quite influential on Halo. So if you wouldn't have Marathon, you probably wouldn't have had Halo. So, but now with new Marathon, they're kind of like Hyenas, trying to break into the battle royale extraction shooter market
Yep.
with it, which we did speak about this a while back when they announced it back in I want to say E3.
No.
Not E3. I'm sorry, not E3.
No. I was like, wait a minute. No.
Not E3.
No. The fuck it. Was it Summer Games Fest?
Yeah, the not E3.
The not. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're right. The not E3.
Yeah, back when they announced it during the not E3, and apparently that's also going to be pushed back. It was originally projected for a 2024, but due to internal feedback and because of the final shape being pushed back, apparently Marathon's also going to be pushed back a bit. We don't know how that's going to go. But I mean, I've already said my thoughts on it. I'm just disappointed that they're doing another fucking extraction shooter and battle royale game. Like, we need more of those. We already have. I mean, we only have PUBG and Apex and Fortnite and Escape from Tarkov and Hun Showdown. And surely we need another one.
I've actually been pretty interested in Escape from Tarkov. I hear it's really good, but who knows? I have too many games. I can't.
That was fun. That was sidetrack. Okay, you remember SK, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Overwatch Lucio streamer.
Yeah, the support guy.
Bro, she's so funny. She was talking about her experience playing Escape from Tarkov. She was like, "Yeah, I only play Overwatch. I mean, I tried Escape from Tarkov for a little bit, but I just can't compete with 43-year-old men who hate their life and have the. I don't have the patience of a 43-year-old man who comes back from his 9 to 5 and hates his life and is capable of waiting in a corner for 3 hours." So,
that is funny.
No, I cracked up. But back to Bungie. Man, for Bungie's sake, I hope they turn things around. Because it's really sad to see Bungie, another legendary Western studio,
Just
kind of operating as a shell of its former self. So very sad all around. I mean, it's also been the year of layoffs, man. So I mean, it's kind of unsurprising, but
yeah,
it's sad, all the same. And you wanna know what is also sad too?
Tell me.
Motherfucking Marvel, man. More specifically, the MCU, because as of late they have not been doing too hot.
No, they have not been doing. No, they have not.
And some of it is self-inflicted, but some of it also not really self-inflicted, just unfortunate circumstances. But, well, for talking about Marvel, like, overall, their box offices have been kind of going down, especially with Phase 4, who many people have been decrying as the worst phase. Honestly, I think Phase 2 is still worse, but I think Phase 2 is still worse. But I perfectly understand the complaints for Phase 4, and I definitely agree that Marvel is suffering from a content bloat at this point. Like, there's just too much shit.
There's
way too much shit.
Yep.
At this point. And I mean, people have been kind of getting fatigued at this point, and it's something that has been straining everyone all around, even Marvel internally as well, because, well, Marvel executives apparently are considering bringing back the original Avengers cast, which, wow, bro, that would.
The thing is,
okay,
that's not even good news. That's a sign of desperation on their end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a article here on IGN that reports from Variety, which Variety's pretty legit. So there's been for the Variety article specifically, they speak about the Jonathan Majors drama that's been going on.
Yeah.
As well as also executives contemplating bringing in the OG Avengers for possibly another movie, probably to get some brownie points of everybody, milk that nostalgia. But I'm sorry, I interrupt you. What were we gonna say?
No, that's it. That just it reeks of desperation, you know. That whole like, oh, let's bring back the original cast, one last ride for family, it's like,
Family.
yeah, fuck you, no, like that like,
Their stories are done, man.
yeah, their stories are done, literally like final for 2 of those characters, so yeah, no, don't do that. So
Yeah, I can only imagine how freaking expensive that would be because Robert Downey Jr. would be like, all right. I'm gonna need an extra O in that. I need an extra 0 in that check, buddy. That's what you want me to come back.
yeah.
And Chris Evans is gonna be like, I need another 0 in that check, and then Scarlett Johansson's not coming back. She's pissed at Marvel.
Of course she is.
Yeah, she's been pissed at them, and she always talks. Every time she talks about it, it always feels like she didn't really enjoy her time there. So I doubt she'll ever come. I mean, she's also dead too. But when has that ever stopped? When has that ever stopped comic book characters from coming back?
Exactly, dude.
I feel like the only one who's been ever would probably come back for sure would be Chris Hemsworth, but I think they're doing a Thor 5.
They are.
So I think he's gonna come back either.
That's
way.
so weird. He's the one who has the most movies.
Yeah, right.
Remember Thor 1 and 2?
Yeah, they sucked.
Pepper's Farm remembers.
Well,
Those were awful.
Thor's one was just boring. Thor 2 sucked.
Yes, dude. Okay, all right, I'll agree with that. And then they revitalized it with Ragnarok.
And then Ragnarok was like, great, and then they kind of just...
And then they were like, oh, let's do more of that. And it's like, no, now...
Calm down there, buddy.
No, chill.
Simmer down a bit.
I'm like, yo, chill.
Although I did not hate that movie as much as everyone else did. I actually kind of liked it for the most part.
I actually didn't see it, but I did hear that it was just weird. And... like, it was a huge contrast because it felt... I read one review where it said that the only one who took their job seriously was Christian Bale, and everyone else was doing a comedy routine, like the whole fucking movie. Is that accurate?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, well... Okay.
And he's also Christian Bale is criminally underused. He is barely in the movie.
That's a crime.
Yes.
That is a crime. I didn't even know that.
He's barely in the movie. Yeah, it's such a shame. It's focuses a lot more on Thor and Jane because they're like reconnecting with each other.
Yeah.
Which is fine, but like you got Christian Bale, man. Come on.
Yeah, bro.
Fucking Batman and American Psycho. What's that motherfucker's name?
I want to say Patrick Bateman. That's it.
Patrick Bateman, right?
Dude, no, Patrick.
All the memes.
Yeah, dude, all the this fucking Sigma memes.
So yeah, I mean, it's like I said, it's not a bad movie, but it's not the best. It's not the best stuff that they could bring out. And Phase 4 overall has been kind of like that. A lot of people have been hating on it. I've just been kind of like, hey, no, it's all right. Like, it can be better. It should be better. But, I'm okay with where it's at right now. But it seems like, the criticisms and especially the financial situation is kind of weighing on Marvel a bit.
Yeah.
And specifically with Jonathan Majors, right? All that shit that's been going down with him.
Yes, dude.
All those court cases he's been casting is very bad.
Yep.
And apparently that's been prompting Marvel executives to maybe consider pivoting to Doctor Doom instead, which would be kind of strange at this point, right? Like,
yeah,
they've been spending a lot of time setting up Kang as like the big villain. They've been saying it for a long time. They said it from the very beginning. I mean, the movie's called Kang Dynasty. Like the final Avengers movie is gonna be called Kang Dynasty. So, or no, I think it's the second to last one. I think the last one is like Secret Wars, something like that.
Oh yeah, Secret Wars. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. And then the one before that would be Dynasty of Kang, but I put Kang's the name. And Kang's a big villain in the comic books. And then I haven't seen season 2 of Loki, but apparently there's an episode that like really cements Kang as like the villain. So we'll see where this goes. What about you? What have been your thoughts on Phase 4? I know that you've probably seen even less of it than me.
Dude, I've less. Okay,
Nothing. Nothing.
what are the Phase 4 movies?
4, Love and Thunder, Guardians 3, which is great. Like that's like the best, easily the best movie in the Phase 4. Or was that Phase 5? Oh, fuck. Okay, whatever. It's the best recent Marvel movie. It's the best post end game Marvel movie. Shang-Chi. The Disney Plus series, all of them. Like Moon Knight, Loki, Hawkeye, WandaVision, those.
Okay.
So just think of like all the Disney Plus.
So I've only seen WandaVision and like half of Loki, and then
Did you see Doctor Strange?
Multiverse of Madness. Yeah, I did see that one.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what did you think of those stuff?
Meh.
Meh. Okay.
Painfully meh. And then and I did see the last
All of it?
Guardians. What?
Okay. What did you think of Guardians?
Yes, obviously
Yes,
it was
okay.
great. Like, come on.
Okay.
Like, dude, honestly, like, that's the Guardians of the Galaxy, like the trilogy, is probably my favorite. It's my dad's favorite for sure, because dude, my dad's in love with Chris Pratt, as we all
Oh, really?
as we all should be, and they were good movies, and you can tell that the way the movie was made was different than some of the shit that's being put out.
Yeah, it didn't feel like a studio movie.
Exactly.
It felt like something James Gunn would make.
Exactly. It felt like a film that a filmmaker would make instead of something executives would make from a fucking template. You know what I mean?
Yeah, which has been the a struggle that Marvel has been having for a very long time now.
Yes, dude. And honestly,
which is
oh, sorry, go ahead.
oh, I'm saying which is probably the reason why a lot of times they hire these directors and people who are more familiar with TV, because they kind of treat the MCU as more like a TV production than a movie production, because they're pumping so many out and they're all so interconnected with each other that they don't want to have, you know, these movie director hotshots coming in with their artistic vision, right? And then conflicting with the vision of whatever it is, whatever pipeline they're trying to cook up. But what were we going to say?
No. Fuck. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Well. So yeah, the whole cookie cutter template is, I think, what allows a lot of these like directors and writers to kind of get away with their, well, sorry to say, their shit writing, because the story is already kind of there. They just have to fill in the blanks. Because I'm not gonna lie, and they even admit it. Like, a lot of the shit that they're putting out is awful. The visual effects, it was in one of the articles, where they had, let's see, which one is it?
Yep. Yeah, we wanted to cover this, but there was just a scheduling conference between, our jobs and James traveling and stuff.
Yeah.
I know the Marvel VFX. I think they're unionizing.
Oh yeah, they did.
Disney Studios.
So they voted unanimously to unionize.
Yeah, which they should. Absolutely.
Yeah. So they did do this. So they were talking about the bad effects, and they were actually talking about how the reason that the effects are so bad is because of half-baked scripts. So they're like, guys, we don't know what you want us to do until, like, the last second, and they're like, oh, we want you to do this, and you got to do it like in 5 minutes. Yes, exactly. No, actually, it should have been done yesterday. Oh, you're fired. I need someone else. So, for me, that's not fair, and also it's not fair because, it's not fair to the visual effects, obviously, but it's also not fair to actual filmmaking and story movies, because the whole reason that the MCU was great to begin with was because it was a great story and a great movie by itself, the individual movies, and then at the same time it also interconnected into each other. With the exception of Thor 1 and 2. But, but...
And that Black Widow movie. I forgot about that movie. Damn, that movie sucked too.
There you go. Another one I didn't see. Another one I didn't watch.
You missed nothing.
I missed nothing? Thank you.
You missed nothing.
That's honestly...
That movie was a sequel that came out 2 years too late to a movie that should have been made 5 years. I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. It was a sequel that came out 2 years too late to a movie that is 5 years too late.
Yes. Okay. See, that makes sense.
Because Black Widow should have gotten her own movie a long time ago.
Dude.
But they're all like, nah, women don't sell movies. Which, by the way, that was I forgot, Ike Perlmutter. I think that was him saying that.
Ike Perlmutter? Who's that?
Yeah, he was the guy who was running things before Kevin Feige.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's an asshole. Complete.
No, obviously. I mean, come on.
And he was also the guy that was like, no, black people don't sell movies, which is why we waited so long for a Black Panther movie. And then the Black Panther went on to make a fucking $1 billion.
I just want to say, we all owe Blade, which we gotta talk about too.
Yes, which we will.
Yes, we will. But yeah, we owe Blade also. So that guy can suck it. And by the way, Scarlett Johansson in a black leather suit, jumpsuit, doesn't sell movies. Get the fuck out of here. Leave.
In a skin tight jumpsuit, please.
Please spare me. I will listen to no more of this. Anyway, but yeah, dude, so back to what I was saying. Just the writing quality is awful. Because, and not only because they're poorly made, but because they are aimed to serve the wider story, which is not cool. So, and I've been saying it for a while now because a lot of these movies haven't been doing well, and you know, I know we talk about it a lot with our group, and you know, they say, oh, you know, like something's just not right, and I'm like, well, you know, have you guys ever stopped to think that maybe the writers are just writing shit stories, maybe, and you know,
yeah.
It seems
well,
like...
I mean, I always think these movies are probably written by committee. I don't think the writers. I think the writers are just doing whatever the producers tell them to put in, and they're probably like changing shit all the time, anyways.
Yeah.
So like they can't write something that's like really good, because the producer's like, no, you have to have this specific thing in this specific place at this specific time. Okay. Oh wait, I changed my mind. Okay, no, you actually have this specific thing at this specific time, and it's hard to write a good script when you have people breathing down your neck, mandating all sorts of different things.
And I understand that, but I really think that people that are not right for the job, or that they're doing a shit job, they're not getting not enough attention is being brought to that issue. But, you know, we'll see, because like I said, it's a multifaceted problem with a lot of moving parts, and especially with the writer strike and the visual effects unionization. There's a lot going on. But one area that I think does highlight my view on it is actually with the Blade movie. So the Blade movie specifically, sort of moving on. It's not really like a moving on. It's like a sidestep. But Blade specifically has now been reported to be a rated R movie, which is fairly surprising considering that this is Marvel, man. Because in Disney, right? You wouldn't think a Disney would greenlight a rated R movie, but it seems that Blade is set to be the second rated R Marvel movie, alongside Deadpool 3. Yeah.
And it's apparently going to be made for less than $100 million, which is very interesting decision.
Yeah.
Now, this is based on a report from IGN. Wait, where is it? Yeah. Marvel's Blade reportedly being made for under $100 million after multiple creative changes. Yeah, so originally it was reported that that the script was actually awful. To begin with.
Yes, and tell me why it was awful. Tell me why it was awful. Tell me what they.
Apparently, there was only 2 action scenes in the entire movie, and I think there was something else too. I think there was something like I was going to focus more like on a woman rather than Blade himself.
Exactly.
Which would be really fucking weird.
Yes, dude. Yes, exactly.
Which. I mean, I can't find it here.
No, it's here. It's here. So it says here, Blade has gone through multiple creative overhauls with at least 5 different writers and 2 directors. And the original, or at least the version that everyone knows is Oscar-winning star Marshala Ali would be bumped down to fourth lead, with the story being led by women and filled with life lessons. And it's like, what? It's Blade, a vampire hunter. Why is he the fourth lead? He should be the main character. And it's shit like this that gets me upset. Now, I don't know if this was the writers or the producers, as we talk about, but whoever made that decision needs to be fired. There's even there was even a rumor that Marshala Ali was very frustrated that he actually considered leaving the movie altogether.
Well, I'm sure anyone would. If you sign up for a Blade movie, you're playing fucking fourth fiddle.
Yeah,
to
dude.
Whatever the heck.
Yeah, bro.
Whatever the heck it is you want to cook up.
Dude, he probably saw the script and he's like, "What the fuck is this? Is this an out-of-season April Fool's joke?"
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Admittedly, I probably should have put the Variety report itself instead of the IGN, because the Variety report is much more detailed.
Oh, it is? Oh, okay.
On everything.
Let me see if it links to the Variety. Oh, here we go.
No, it does. It does. The IGN article does, but the IGN pretty much gives like a TLDR.
Oh yeah, here we go.
But that sounds more or less how it played out. I don't see anything else here that really says otherwise. Or at least I don't see like additional details we might have missed. No, nothing here. Oh yeah, and there's also like reports of like how Kevin Feige is really spread thin, which makes total sense because they're pumping out way too much stuff.
Yes, dude.
They got this year alone. Like I think it was like last year. What came out last year? It was like 3 movies.
It was a lot. I think we talked about it too. Well, at least
It was like 3 movies in like 3 or 4 series.
Yeah, dude, that's a lot of shit.
Like that's a lot. And then apparently now they have like this Echo show, which is going to be part of like the Marvel Spotlight brand, which is going to focus more on like one-off stories and like spin-off stories that aren't really connected to the MCU, so you can kind of watch them and enjoy them on your own. And initially, I didn't really care about Echoes. I was like, why are we fucking... This is just some side character in Hawkeye. Like, okay. But apparently the trailer was really good. I haven't seen it yet. And a lot of people saying it kind of gives some Daredevil vibes, like original Netflix Daredevil vibes.
Don't do that.
So, don't what?
Don't do that.
Don't do what? Say it. Say the line.
Don't give me hope.
Say the line.
Say the line. Do the roar. Do the roar. But
yeah, and apparently Daredevil, this was also another story you wanted to report on, but again, Daredevil was apparently also going through its own shit. Like the script was also apparently garbage for that too.
So they scrapped it.
And they scrapped it and rebooting it to make it more like the original Netflix series, which I am all for.
Again,
that should have been the plan from the fucking beginning.
Thank you. I'm getting frustrated and I can't say my words. I'm still mad. Like I'm just upset. Daredevil.
Yeah,
I mean, it ended great, but like, fuck, dude.
I know, bro. We could have had a season 4
for the Disney Plus, for my money. Fucking Disney. But anyway.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of shuffling going around. Marvel, I think, is attempting some kind of course correction.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think that what's their next project? It's the Marvels, right? This is supposed to come out.
Yeah, it's coming out like next week, I think.
Yeah, dude, and all the projections actually have it as the biggest flop in the MCU.
Ooh. Okay, we'll see.
Well, you know why, right? Well, at least financially wise, because you know how much they spend on the movie.
Oh God, how much?
I think it was in the
300 mil.
I think it was close, 274 million.
Jesus. Okay, see, so this is another thing, right? Disney, stop throwing money in the shredder. Like, where is all this money going? Where's all this money going? Because it's clearly not going to your effects, because your effects look like shit.
Hookers and blow.
Hookers and blow, right? With Minnie Mouse ears. Like, what is this? So I'm okay. I mean, I kind of applaud. If it's true, I kind of applaud the decision to make Blade for cheaper.
Yes.
Because in many cases, a lower budget can actually breed creativity, because you can't
innovation. Exactly.
You can't rely on you can't use your budget as a crutch.
Absolutely.
Right? Like so many of these movies do. We're just gonna throw a bunch of fucking VFX and CGI at the screen, and we're just gonna wow you with pretty colors.
Absolutely.
Right. When you have limitations, oftentimes that breeds creativity. I mean the Spider-Man movie, Across the Spider-Verse.
Yes.
It was like $100 million.
Yes, dude.
And it's gorgeous.
Yes, bro. Both of them. Both. Yeah.
Yeah. The first one was like $80 million, I think.
And then the other one was 100. And bro, it's
and then,
oh my god.
And they're gorgeous.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
And then did you okay, I don't know if you saw it, but did you see the creator?
No, but I heard it was really good, dude. And it was a fuck. What's it?
It's okay. It's I like it,
really?
but it's just okay.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I heard it was really good.
But I recommend seeing it. No, I still recommend seeing it. But it's a solid movie.
Okay.
I enjoyed it for the most part. I still liked it. But if you see the effects are amazing. They're like Oscar worthy, like top of the line. Like think of like the best visual looking Marvel movies, and that's more or less what it looks like. Maybe even better.
Honestly, dude, the best looking Marvel movie visually would probably be the original Iron Man, because they use a lot of practical effects and shit. So it looks great. But
okay,
I'm biased. You know, like
that movie's amazing.
Yeah, yeah, dude. but yeah, dude. So, dude, a lot of these movies, like, and it's funny because Disney had the same problem with Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, like that.
Yeah, 300 bill.
300
on
bill.
What?
And now, yeah, bro. And now Marvel's, because I think they did reshoots or something, because I think the test screenings were really awful for the movie, so they spent even more money on reshoots. I think. Let's see.
Okay. But do you know how much the creator cost? Because I didn't get to finish that.
Oh, I'm gonna look it up for you right now. Sorry, my friend.
You're gonna be shocked.
Let's see here.
At how much that movie costs for how good it looks.
80 million?
Yep. 80 million for a movie that looked that good.
Dude, that's pretty fucking cool.
So it obviously shows you don't need to blow bajillions of dollars to torture your fucking VFX workers for weeks on end just to produce garbage.
Yes, bro. Those poor visual effectors. And, you know, I've always thought that, you know, computer graphics, CGI, should be used to complement practical effects to enhance them and make them look better. Because if you're just using CGI to do whole-ass scenes, you might as well just make a fucking Pixar movie and just have the whole movie animated. Like, it's nonsense.
I hear you. But I think the thing is, they make these movies so fast and so frequently that they don't have the time to actually plan out, because that stuff has to be planned out way ahead of time. And once it's set in stone, like that's pretty much it. Like you're committed to it. But they do so many rewrites and so many reshoots that they can't commit to anything. So they just gotta, get Tommy on the computer and just be like, all right, buddy, I need this. I need you to work on this for the next 18 hours straight. Here's a bottle to pee in.
Oh my god.
So I think that's really what's happening. Is that they make these so fast and so quickly they can't plan anything out.
Exactly, and then it ends up being crap.
Yeah, and then there's a crap.
Yeah,
exactly.
Dude. And then on top of that, they don't let people like make their own movie. Like for example, like how do you get Sam Raimi to do a Doctor Strange movie and not let him be Sam Raimi? Like,
oh, there was definitely some Raimi-isms in there.
Yeah, some.
That's more than you could say for 95% of Marvel products.
Well, then again, like, what other big name director did a Marvel movie direct?
At one point, Edgar Wright was going to do Ant-Man, but then he left over creative differences. So yeah.
Thank you. I will rest my case now.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. But
so
but like I said, like they did let Sam Raimi do some Sam Raimi things.
yeah, they should have let it done more.
And let me tell you, that movie was kind of disturbing at times, man.
Yeah, dude, but it just,
I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
When Black Bolt dies, I'm like, this is a PG-13 movie?
yes, dude. Or oh my god, or when which one is it? When Wanda goes into Professor X's head and does that weird shit,
Yeah.
like fucking snaps his neck. Dude, oof. I was like, that was pretty scary too.
Yeah. So, but, I mean, outside of that, I don't think they've really had any creative, like really like big creative, big name directors. A lot of them have been like more small time studio directors that you kind of get to just,
Yeah, well, I mean,
film the shit you want them to film.
well, I mean, I guess you can. No, I keep forgetting. I guess James Gunn does count. So.
Oh yeah, James Gunn,
Yeah,
of
yeah.
course.
So.
How can I forget that?
Yeah, no, of course.
Yeah, James they let James Gunn do like kind of James Gunn things.
No,
and,
dude, they let him do it. Like, they. I think that was probably the one time they.
and then they copied him.
Yes, exactly.
And then they're like, hey, people like this Guardians humor, but we should put it in all our fucking movies.
Without realizing why it worked. Oh my god. But anyway. So yeah, a lot of problems. A lot of them, half of them at least, of their own making, because they just can't be bothered to do shit the right way. But they're considering alternatives. They're scrapping projects that look like shit, which gives me hope for Daredevil and Blade, and apparently Echo, if it's like Daredevil. So
Well, I mean, I will say this too. To Marvel's credit, they usually do a pretty good job at course correcting. Because I remember during Phase 1 and 2, people were really complaining about how there were no strong villains like at all.
Yes.
For the longest time, and then they went, all right, you know what? Here you go, bro. We're gonna give you Killmonger. We're gonna give you Loki, and then we're gonna give you Thanos. Like we're gonna give you 3
Big
back-to-back great villains.
Yep.
Right. And I would even say Zemo was also a great villain too.
Yes, I agree.
So we can at least say we've had at least 4 great villains, and it seems like it was kind of in direct response to that. And I like Namor in Black Panther 2.
Oh, I haven't seen Black Panther either.
Yeah, but oh my god, okay.
Well, because like out of respect for Chadwick Boseman, like you're having Black Panther without Black Panther, but it's
Black Panther's a mantle. It's a title. It's not. It's a title, dude. It's technically a title. It is. They even say it. It's
okay.
something that passed down to the
right.
king.
When I say Captain America, who do you think of? You just say it.
Well, Steve Rogers. Yeah, Steve Rogers.
Exactly. You don't think the Falcon, even though he does become Captain America, you think Steve Rogers?
Yeah, but I think given the circumstances,
exactly,
it makes sense. It's not something. It's not something that just threw out there. It's like, all right, fuck.
No, I know.
Like if they said fuck him, then I would have been pissed, right? Then I would have been angry.
That's why I was like, you know what, it makes sense. But I still didn't want to see it because again, there is no Chadwick Boseman, so.
Yeah.
For me,
well, it's still a good movie. I'd still watch it because they do acknowledge the death, and I think they treat it with a lot of respect.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, they do. They're very respectful. They're not just like, oh yeah, remember T'Challa? Yeah, bro, he was great. Like, no. They're very respectful towards it.
Okay, cool.
And it actually plays a large part in the movie's plot.
Oh, really? Okay, cool.
Yes, it does. So I do recommend. I recommend Black Panther too.
Alrighty.
Not as good as the first one, but.
I mean, obviously.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Chadwick.
Yeah.
Honestly, he was a trooper. Fucking concealing his cancer diagnosis until literally after his death. Like.
Yeah. You know what was crazy, man? He looked kind of sickly. Like I was like looking at like stuff like I was like he looks so thin. I'm like I wonder if he's okay. And then
sure enough,
a month or 2 later, he just oh yeah, he died of cancer.
Yeah.
What?
Colon cancer. So I said the exact same thing. I was like, dude, he looks ill. Like I wonder what's happening right now. And yeah, sure enough.
Yeah, I thought it was like a role or something. Maybe he's like,
yeah.
He's losing weight for a role, but no, he was legit dying.
Yeah, dude.
He just didn't tell anybody. So, uh, here's hoping to a brighter, more optimistic future of Marvel because I do like Marvel movies.
If they can,
They're fun movies to watch.
yes,
I like following
they
them.
are. No, it is fun. It's a little cultural. Dude, it's a cultural like phenomenon. Like it's
Yeah, like what Star Wars was to our parents back in the day.
yes,
Marvel's been kind of
taking
that for us.
yes, exactly. Except like 10x because there's like a
Yeah,
shit.
because God knows Star Wars tried to be Star Wars again for us, and it didn't fucking work out.
It's
But
still not working. It's still not.
except for Andor,
Yes, exactly. Except for Andor.
just Andor. I'm just waiting for Andor season 2 at this point. But I don't care about anything else. I just want to see Andor. Uh, but with that being said, that is it for our stories today.
Yeah, man.
So good discussions all around. And hey, man, you want to sign us out?
Sure thing. Thank everybody for joining us for the Two Bar Connection. We really appreciate you guys listening to us. If you can leave us a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the podcast, you can also catch us on YouTube, Spotify, Amazon Music, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and I always feel like I'm forgetting one more.
No. Amazon Music, podcast, Spotify.
Apple Podcasts.
Of course, YouTube.
And YouTube, yeah, of course, yeah, yeah, so you can see our beautiful faces, or not, doesn't matter. But yeah, we appreciate you guys very much, and we hope you have a great day.
All right. So, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. Thanks for listening, and peace.